What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles, welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Figure Files. Happy Thursday. Made it one more day to go before we can enjoy a nice fall weekend. While the weather is still remotely nice, it's starting to turn here in Maryland. Fortunately, the next few days, nothing but 60-degree weather. It doesn't dip into the 50s until later on in November, and that's still going to be in the high 50s. So I'm excited and happy about that. Let's give a shout out to the last time in October, the best month ever for the VIP members. And as I've said before, you will be seeing more gold next month. Let's give a shout out to everybody, including the 1 year members. That's Jamelin Parks, Blake Tarpley, Lefty Two Lions, BK, James Green, David Thanos, Lawson Wallace, Henry G, and Ryan Daly, J Woods, Tom Finn, 2018, MOC Turtle, Doom Customs, Bro, Robert Hayes, Nathan William, DJ No Good, Pixelated Poses, Graham Tuttle, Vince, John Morrissey, Retro Robo, Alan, and last but not least, Vintage Bob. And while you're in the back padding mood, let's give it up to our super supporters, Kwame Taylor, John Morrissey, Robert Hayes, and Daddy Roo. Thank you all so much. Definitely appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who also wished me a happy birthday. It was awesome. I did all kinds of damage, had a lot of fun. And of course, now I'm realizing I forgot to upload a video of what I did on my birthday, but I can tell you and show you one thing that I did. I took a trip with Sherman and Mr. Peabody into the Wayback Machine and went to a little place. And this was not quite the way I remember, but it was pretty solid, even though it was highly overpriced. I went here. Let's see that. So my area has a Toys R Us pop-up store. Not quite the same as you might think from days gone by from my friends in Canada who are still getting to enjoy it. And I was looking around, I was like, okay, it's sort of kind of Toys R Us by way of FYE, if your malls still have those around. So the prices were astronomical. They had the McFarlane Sports Pick figures, which I don't see anywhere else. So this was like a plus. I was looking for the Christian McCaffrey. No McCaffrey. If they had him there, I would have picked him up. Not cheap. They're $41. I think the regular price for them is $29.99, but I would have paid that markup if he was there. They also had some WWE Ultimate Edition figures, some Elite, some Main Event figures. The Ultimate Edition figures were $49.99, so that's $15 more than what you can get them from everywhere. So that was like, wow, this nostalgia hit is only going so far. And it really wasn't like the traditional Toys R Us experience. It was like kind of going to a KB without much product there. So it was a mixed bag. I was hoping to see more action figures, but it was cool at least going and seeing Toys R Us all over stuff. That was pretty cool. So anyway, I did that, and I did pick up a few things, of course, because of my birthday. Naturally, I had to do that. And here are some of what I've gotten over the course of the week. I did get a delivery from Retro Robo Toys. So got Mixmaster. So now I have six of Devastator. I've already opened Scrapper, transformed him, got the review done. Oh wow, that was crazy. Hopefully this video is not acting wild. One of the things I do plan to get is some new camera upgrades and some better connections for the internet. So hopefully you'll see me in better quality real soon. Also, from Retro Robo Toys, got CoverGirl. So she's looking cool, model-esque, if you will. And let's see, where else do I want to go? Then I have a few other things, but they're kind of buried. I did some reconfiguring of my pile of figures, not to be confused with Big Bad Toy Store's pile of loot. It's the massive mountain of figures to unbox, review, all that good stuff. And I did get this in the mail. This I'll do in a much longer form video. But these figures came in a special mystery box to the birthday boy. And I cannot wait to open up these Delta 17 War in the Shadow figures. I have a sneaky suspicion these are just going to be the first four because these are very cool looking 3.75-inch figures. So definitely be unboxing them very soon. So stay tuned for that. And let's see, where else do I want to go? Got this guy from Target because they had a sale. So I got the Frag Viper along with Scrapper. So they had that $10. You spend 60, you get $10 sale. So I got Scrapper, who apparently I was super pressed to unbox and review. So he's already done, and got Frag Viper. Entertainment Earth also came through, got this guy in the mail, and really, man, for all my hype of this guy, not disappointed. If they had just done the cape, and even though this is the wrong Dr. Midnight, they had done the cape like that, this figure looks like it'd have been pretty much perfect. So you can see the cape is not wrapped around like it should be, but that's about it. You did a really nice job with him. And Hello Rosscon Fun got this guy, $3.99 for Super Power Superman. Couldn't resist. And while she was out, my wife did find this guy for me because for some insane reason I don't have a Luke Skywalker pop. So I got this one based off of one of my all-time favorite TV episodes. If you know, you know. So now let's check up with the chat. Let's see what everybody's talking about right now. And I think I must have missed something. Oh, wait, it's an anniversary episode for Jalen Parks, a member for 13 months. Happy birthday, Jeffrey, and happy Halloween to all. That's pretty cool. We got the 13-month shout out for Jamelin. Congratulations, man. That's pretty cool. Thank you for your support. Very cool. All right, now I asked you all a question, and I see a bunch of answers, so I'm going to start and save all of them. What up, Lawson? All about the villains. Yo, 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 yo. What's up, my man? So now, guys, howdy, partner. Lawson, greetings, Jeffrey, and the Lost Figure Files crew. Happy Halloween a day early. Who is dressing up for Halloween? Let me know in the comments if you are. So now I'm going to start starring. And don't worry, Lawson, I will come back to all of those. And Maximum Warp, you too. What's up? What they hitting for, y'all? What's up? Like button engaged. Thank you, Lawson. Brian, I'm saving yours well. Brent Dash, what's up, Thursday night crew? Everyone's doing well. That's what we like to hear. David Thanos, what's up, my peeps? Omega 579. Hey, hey, hey. What's happening? What's happening with you? And gotta start some more. King Collector. The king is in the building. What's up, y'all? What's up, King Collector? Blake Tarpley. What's up, Blake? VIP members get the pumpkin spice fall treatment. You got to spice up your life, Blake. And that's what we're doing here tonight. Who's all in for the pumpkin lattes and all that good stuff? Hustle SM. Sup, Jeff? What's up? Sup, chat? Mickey Roo. What's up, Mikey? Why did I say Mikey and Mickey? Both of them. Thank you, my friend. How are you? JMC. What up, Jeff and crew? What's going on? Retro Robo. What's up, Jeff and the Figure Files crew? What's up, Retro Robo? Big shout out to you because, man, I've made several. Apparently, I've lost my English capabilities. I've made several purchases on Retro Robo Toys. One more time. You've only got one more day at this point, but make sure to check out RetroRoboToys.com. Proud sponsor, Allows Figure Files. You can see the little shout out to Halloween here. Right now, you still put in the code LFF. That's for Loud Figure Files 15, the number. You can take off 15% off anything. New arrivals, pre-orders, pre-owned. It's got you covered. And there's a lot of stuff. And thank you all who have been going because as you can see, some of this stuff is starting to sell out. So if there are more figures in the sold out section in particular, let Retro Robo know right now. Maybe we can get some more in stock for you. But yeah, it's a ton of stuff. And that 15% off comes in real handy. Man, check it out. Cardiac, Hypno Hustler, Spider-Man 2099, Uncanny Spider-Man sold out already. So stuff is going. And the Owl. Man, Spider Venom got absolutely no love, but there's still a chance to get these Star Wars Black Series figures, a ton of Transformers. Grab them quick before they go. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. And really, that 15% off is a great deal because it knocks it cheaper than everybody else. You can see this price point, $27.99. That is what everyone else is charging. So you get that discount and you can stock up and get a bunch of this stuff cheaper. And you better hurry because stuff like Black Bolt and Triton, JoJo Classified Series Lifeline, selling out. If you want to still army build up on some Night Vipers, there's still time. And Big Lob can still make your move. Werewolf by Night, he's gone. So if you're seeing anything that is sold out, maybe put in the chat which you want to see Retro Robo restock while there's still time. I definitely recommend these. Thundercracker, Wind Charger, they're sold out in a lot of other places. You can still get them here. And as someone who has picked up several things from Retro Robo, I can vouch for the quality. No issues with the packaging, everything just the way you'd want them. And solid stuff. Akuma, Balrog sold out. I'm reading that Iceman might be coming soon on some other online forums. So if you want to get them, still time. And Champion and Star Fox may be coming sooner as well. And you can see more JoJo Classified Series sell out. So again, there's something you want. Put that order in fast and let them know there's still time, I think. So yeah, make some moves. Anyway, thank you all, those of you who are supporting and take advantage of that sale. Again, coupon code LFF15. All right, back to the chat. Dark Knight 297, Jeff and the Figure Files crew, what's good, party people? Jeff, hope you had a great birthday celebration. It was awesome, man. I had a party on Saturday, and oh man, it was good stuff. And then the actual birthday, I went to my favorite pizza place, had a great pizza. Let me see if I still have those pictures up of the pizza, because this is my spot. There used to be a rack of them. Now there's not. So I have to be very, there we go. Oops. See, it's doing all that fancy stuff now. And it's trying to mess me up. But here's the deep dish pizza I enjoyed on my birthday. Very solid, very good. And even though my boys lost, that was the only down thing about the weekend. I still rep my 49ers. But it was a very good birthday. Thank you. John Morrissey, yo, Jeff and Filers. Let's talk some toys. What do you want to talk about? Let's do it. Lawson, well, next thing you need to do, Jeff, is visit that last Blockbuster store in Bend, Oregon. Now, question about that. Do they have new releases, or is it just, and my guess by new releases, what would that even be? Is it just Blu-rays? Is it 4K? How do they even function with that? Or is it just tapes? Now I have all kinds of questions. King Collector, I wish I had a Toys R Us around here. It sounds more like a KB with higher prices. Yeah, the prices were very, very high. I mean, it was like, and it really didn't have that full feel of going through the aisles. It was like, okay, this is sort of kind of, it was, and really KB had a larger selection of stuff. I don't know if you can get a sense of how wide the aisles were, but you can see there's a ton of open space. So maybe if they have more stuff, they could pack in some more figures or other things. Because, we're always sharing space with stuff in the figure collection. Here you go. I did take a picture so y'all can actually see if the phone will cooperate. There we go. Here is like the action figure shelf, so you can maybe see. There you go. So a lot of McFarlane sports picks, not really a lot of other things that you would think of. Like, oh man, we got to get these figures. not quite there. So they had some stuff, and here is the full extent of the action figure display. Transformers, Marvel, not any Marvel Legends. Yeah. So that part was a little disappointing, but they probably might have been $50 there. So it was cool to say I went, maybe come closer to Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Christmas. They'll have more. We'll see. Skew Raider, happy birthday. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Snake Eyes. Appreciate it. King Collector. My chat is going so much slower than it's probably showing up. Hopefully, it's not screwy looking to you all. Second Charles is kind of like KB's too. They got old figures still in package, DC Direct, Marvel Select Toy Biz stuff, but not cheap. Excuse me. Yeah, King Collector. That's the thing where it's like, if I could get it cheaper, why would it go to you? And that was part of the thing with KB when the stuff came in originally before they started having a really big sale. It was like, I could just go to Toys R Us and get it cheaper. Then they'd go, well, take your tail over to Toys R Us then. Man, what a birthday haul and more to come. More to come. Man, I like the sound of that. Jamlin, nice. I love that you got, man, I would have been heated if I got the not quite good enough Peter Cross version, because you can see here he has a lot of, he's got little pouches on his gauntlets, his boots have wraps, his skirt piece is longer, different, his belt different too, and the chase version is basically a black colored soft goods cape, silver for the gauntlets, which don't match up to anything, and green for the lenses in his goggles. So it's, I mean, it's different, but it doesn't quite do the job. I am thinking that maybe if I were to cannibalize another DC Direct Dr. Midnight Peter Cross version, you could probably slap those gauntlets on him, cut the skirt piece, and you could probably work that out. So maybe that's something worth doing if I can find that Dr. Midnight for cheap, but apparently not a second Charles. I did. I do have Blue Beetle, and there's a few birthday stuff I got. Thank you, Lawson. That is buried beyond my ability to grab them. But look for a video really soon of the Justice League International and the bug, because I'm so excited about that. Shout out to you for that Blue Beetle. And so look for a video for Delta 17 and another video on superpowers. So those are going to be those shorter form videos. I'm having fun doing those. Let me know what y'all think about them, because there's some stuff I just can't do the full-fledged review on. But let me know if you guys are liking those. What up, Vince? How are you tonight? Blake Tarpley. Jeff, any super friends? No, but I have not gone to Walmart yet. I'm hoping over the next few days, maybe over the weekend, to hit up a Walmart, because that's where my area seems to have super friends. They have none at my Targets. Absolutely none. The only place that seems to consistently have them is Walmart. And the closest Walmart to me is terrible, which means I have to drive a little bit out of the way to get to a Walmart that actually has some figures in stock. But stay tuned. I will get some more soon. What up, G Brew? How are you tonight? Tom Morrissey, forsooth, Thor, I shall be on the morrow. I shall have fun. It's all about having fun here. Maurice, good times on all. What's up, Maurice? How are you? Happy Halloween, peeps. So, big question. Anybody dressing up tomorrow? And what is your favorite candy? So for me, when I get that grab bag, and I say get, I meant to say when I used to get, now I just go to the store and get the grab bags of Halloween candy. I like the Skittles, of course. Twix, a major win. Rolos, always great. Snickers and Kit Kat. And then there's Nestle Crunch. There's not a lot that I'm like, keep it away. But there's definitely some stuff that I like to get to last, like the orange Skittles, because it's like, yes, that's my favorite. So let me know in the chat, what do you all want to see? Or what do you like for Halloween? And while I'm going about that. I've got to show you all. One of my neighbors, I wish this were my display and setup for Halloween. I just have not got out there yet to do all of this. But my neighbor, he does Halloween decorations spectacularly. And it is quite the sight to see. And of course, as I'm trying to cue it up, I can't find those pictures. So I have to show you what it looks like during the daytime, where it's not quite as extravagant as it is at night. But oh man, here you go. Just to give you a little sense of what is out there. I mean, this is amazing. He's got the full house size skeleton. He's got all kinds of stuff. The garage has like a ghoul from The Ring. He's got all kinds of ghosts and goblins. It's amazing. So I'll try to take a video tomorrow because that'll be the last time I can do that and show you all everything he's got going on over there. Maurice reminds you, don't forget to pay some attention to that like button. Thank you, those of you who have already done that. Those of you who are commenting on the videos, sharing, and hyping. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you very much. Lawson, for Halloween, I'm going as a nerdy action figure collector, mad about rising figure prices. I think all of us are rocking that costume this year. Hypno Hustler! Gotta love that head sculpt. It's amazing, right? And Blake was no Retro Robo. Getting more Hypno Hustlers by tomorrow. Jalen has another request. Do you think you'll get more Ghost Vipers? Retro Robo. Funny you should ask. I placed the second order, so a few more are incoming. Awesome. Thank you, JMC. I appreciate it, my friend. Lawson, I am going to get a second Phantom Rider from Retro Robo Toys tomorrow. I want to see if I can buy some luminous white paint for his head and gloves to simulate his comic book powers. That's cool. I want to see what that looks like. Henry G, what's up, Brock? What's up, Jeff and my Figure Files crew? Hope you all are having an astonishing week. I love it. I love how you come up with all these different ways to describe the weeks. I'm doing spectacular. I am fighting off the last remnants of a migraine, but it's okay because I'm hanging out with you all. So headache subsiding. We're all good. Hopefully you're doing well as also, my friend. Snake Eyes, hey, Retro Robo, did you have all Devastator figures? Thank you, Ryan Daly. I appreciate it, my friend. Van Doom, what up, Loud Spear Files crew? Jeffrey, my man, 100 grand, what it is. Stepping real quick. I got my EA College Football League online games going, but had to say what it is to y'all. Who is your team on EA College Football, Van Doom? Who are you rocking with? And hopefully you capture the trophy on this tournament. Retro Robo, where's that Toys R Us, Jeff? I think I may have, it is in Columbia. It's at the Mall of Columbia, or as those of us in the area call it, Columbia Mall. DJ Jedi, Loud Figure Files crew, what it do? What's up, DJ Jedi? G Brew. I picked up Page Puncher Leo, Monster Force, Invisible Man, and Dr. Caligari. Strong Guy, Max, Dupe, or Deadpool, Gladiator, and Deathbird. Nice. Brian, what's up? Hello and happy birthday. Thank you, Brian. How are you tonight, my friend? Retro Robo Snake Eyes, the only ones I have left is Mixmaster. The store app opened after those guys went up for pre-order. Definitely going to try to secure more though. Nice. Love to hear that. Lawson, I bought all my Exo Squad stuff from KB back in the day. Man, I don't know if there's anybody more upset when KB went out of business than I was. Like, no. And in Toy Works, it's like, this is terrible. It like reduced my mall productive visits by like 50%. It's like, this is worthless now. Brian went to the Toys R Us in Chicago. Too spacious and too bright. It's like, put more stuff in there. Maybe lower the prices by like $5. It's like, I don't need all this room to walk around and see nothing in the aisles. G Brew, a lot of the Power of the Force Star Wars figures my brother and I had as kids came from KB. Nice. Ryan Daly, I talked to creator Matt Wagner last night, and now I'm really tempted to get a Grendel action figure. All right, well, you name drop Matt Wagner. How did you talk to him? I'd like to know more. DJ Jedi, there are weeks and sometimes months I go without scooping up a single figure. This was not one of those weeks. All right, DJ Jedi, what you get? Lawson. Todd needs to do a classic Hawkman figure, not that crappy platinum repaint. That isn't comic accurate by any means. It is not. My Justice League needs Hawkman. And I need to track down. This is another reason I need to go to Walmart. I need to get that classic Red Tornado. Now, this one again is fine. Maybe what I'll do is I'll try to repaint them and put them with these guys and make them Justice Society Red Tornado. Lawson, Jeffrey, when are you getting more Super Friends? I know you want them. I do. Where was I? I was at GameStop and I saw Toyman, and that's right. Yeah, I got Batgirl too. There's a lot of stuff apparently I got, and I just forgot to bring over. So I had Darth Malgus and Batgirl in hand. And then I realized that my GameStop membership expired. I did renew that one. There's one that I will not be renewing, and it's not the one we talked about last night over at Lyle's Movie Files. But GameStop, I was like, well, the prices are the same as everywhere else now. GameStop just got ahead of the curve. And so I was like, all right, cool. Well, that's renewed. Now, I'm going to get a few more stuff. But the one GameStop that was far away from where I am normally actually had Super Friends. The rest of them, the ones close by, have never had the Super Friends in. So I was like, what a rip. But yeah, I'm gonna swing by a Walmart or two over the weekend. So hopefully I have some Super Friends findings and figures to show off next week. Sour Patch Kid. You know, I've found the Sour Patch Kids to be very helpful when I have migraines. I don't know what's in them. It just kind of clears up my nose a little bit. It's like, it's great. But yeah, I dig those too. Which one do you leave for last? Or you just go for all of them? Orange is the one I reserved to the final. All right, this is it. That's it. John Morrison, Candy Corn. So you're the one. Jalen, I had Toyman and Lex in my hand the other day, but I put them back. I'm hesitant to start the line because I haven't seen many of them. I think most of them are available. If you have a what's his face? Books a Million. Yeah, Books a Million. Let me see if their website will tell the tale. But I was surprised. They actually had a bunch of them. Now let's see if they actually have them on the website. Book. Let's see. Because I went to one and it was like shocking. So let's see. So on their website, which helpful for whatever, they have a bunch of them, and they just have like, here's a picture of Wave 13, which seems a little bit off. And they got Brainiac here, they got Bizarro listed, and that looks like it. But maybe you can get them from here. Let's check out this listing because I feel like this is kind of shaky. Yeah, I guess you could see if they're in stock by you. The 24 is not awful. It's weird. It says figure assortment, and I'm pretty sure that's not the whole wave for $24.99. But try it out. Maybe they'll have some of them that you're looking for at a store by you. Ryan, favorite candy is Reese's peanut butter cups. My kiddo is dressing as classic G. Wilder Willy Wonka. Awesome. That's cool. Are you gonna be Violet? I want my figures now. Very cool. I do like Reese's. G-Brew, gummy bears, and various other gummy candies. Nice. David Thanos, my go-to is Nestle Crunch. Gotta love the crunch. Right now I'm eating a payday. I wish I were celebrating a payday, but that's not till next week. Lawson, my favorite candy is the cheap stuff like Sweet Tarts. Not because it's my favorite, but because it's something I always got for Halloween as a kid. Like the nostalgia candies. Nice. I don't mind Sweet Tarts though. Michael Solis, check the clock. It's indeed Figure Files time. Hope you're ready. How are you tonight? Candy corn, says Doc Avenger. So let me see. Is it possible there's more than one John Morrissey in? Wow, Doc Avenger, candy corn fans. I'm feeling a little bit better about that. Anthony Rogers. What's up, Anthony? What's good, Jeff and Figure Files crew? Not dressing up tomorrow. My favorite candy would always and still is Skittles, Starburst. Yes, gotta say Starburst for me as well. I say the orange for them for last as well. Gummy worms, lifesaver gummies, really all gummy candy. Very cool. Carlos, what's up, Carlos? Baby Ruth and Butterfingers. What I look for. I also like candy corn. Candy corn was getting a bad name, but here on Loud Spirit Files, we're proving them wrong. People still do enjoy and love their candy corn. Lawson, I won't be dressing up for Halloween, but I'll be handing out candy. I want candy. And I always carve a unique jack-o'-lantern to put out for the kiddies. That reminds me, I have a jack-o'-lantern that I do need to carve. When you put yours out, I'm going to do that as well. I've got a dedicated jack-o'-lantern carving knife. So we'll see what happens, what transpires. I probably don't need to go too elaborate for this first one, but yeah, I'm going to do it this time. Jibru, I'm going as a tired, annoyed factory worker that really wants it to be 2 p.m. so I can go home. DJ Jedi, this week's rivals, late pass edition, McFarlane Icon, nice. Eartha Kitt Catwoman 66, nice. Marvel Legends Outback Storm and Sunspot 97. Which is your favorite? David Thanos. Thinking of dressing up as a CEO guy at Coldplay concert or Philly baseball Karen. Can't go wrong with either one of those. Blake, since buying a complete Blu-ray set last year is really the only toy line I'm all in on. I'm lucky my local Target has had every single one. Your Target is amazing. From the new wave, I'm only missing Zan. That is outstanding. I did skip that red Batman and latest Bizarre. Yeah, no, we don't want those variants in our Super Friends line, Todd. Felix Guerrero, what's up, Felix? Hey, Jeff and Favorite Files crew. How are you, my man? Lawson, Jeffrey, that hurricane that's slamming the Caribbean has played some havoc with my sinuses this week. Yeah, like it started raining last night, and I was like, oh, there's a headache knocking. I don't want to even let it in, but somehow it still came through. Yeah, y'all have, because here it is. There's only Walmart and Books a Million. Books a Million is a little bit more expensive, so I was like, let me see if I can find them elsewhere. I'll start cashing in with that GameStop $5 coupon. Lawson, I got some figures this week. Too many to list, Ashley. Way too many. Box Wars continues. KB was at Ace in the whole toy place. You went when you couldn't find stuff at Toys R Us. Right. Maurice, nothing coming in this week, but got a pile of loot and a couple of items from Amazon on the way. Nice. Oh, Finoom, Jeff, I won our league last year with Notre Dame. Nice. This season using USC. Okay. Switching all around. Very cool. Ryan Daly, Matt Wagner, and artist Kelly Jones did a Zoom Q&A about their current Dracula Kickstarter, which ends in about an hour, I think. Oh, very cool. Rick Cage, what's up? Yellow, happy hallowed greetings. Super Jeffrey and the Loud Spirit Files crew. What's up, Rick Cage? How are you tonight? No, I have not seen Max Shrek. I haven't seen any of the Batman Returns figures. I got one from someone who found them in store, so they're out there. I have not seen them. Just got him in 2 days ago from Big Bad. The Grendel figure? Thanks. Being a Grendel reader and fan, I needed that figure in my life. King Collector. Yes, I got my Exo Squad stuff from KB2. I first found out about Zap Force. I don't know about Zap Force. So much stuff that you couldn't find anywhere else was at KB. I couldn't believe it when it closed. Same. And King Collector sent along a photo showing off what he got this week. So let me pull that up for everybody so y'all can see it as well. And now let me go back to what he told me he got. So, oh, cool. 100 Stallion, Rosado Sakil, Cybergirl, Night Raid type pilot, crazy custom girl body, McFarlane Foot Soldier, tactical bag, and robe and witch hat. Very cool. Foot Soldier was at Target. I mimicked the Super Jeff Savage Super Savings with Red Circle toy coupon. Paid $20 for a $25 figure to start being an army builder. I need 5 more. Everything else is Big Buy Toy Store pile of loot. Nice. Very good. And now Doom actually sent along. Man, this joint is not to be messed with. And I need to get in on your league. This is amazing. Doom showed a photo of this ring that he got for his fantasy league. I see why he's like, I've got to bounce out of here, y'all. So let me pull this picture up so y'all can see this thing. This is most impressive, as Darth Vader once said. Jeez. All right, so here, check it out. Now you are winning with power. That is crazy. Let me pull up another photo because this thing is superb. Like this is when you're winning big time on your fantasy league, and you can show off a ring like that. Very cool. Here it is, another one. And wow, check out the detail of this thing. This is I've won. What is the rate in your league though? Because I mean, I feel like this has to be a paid league to get in and get a ring like that. Very cool, Doom. Thank you for sending that along. GameStop app has a good amount of them. Oh, really? We're talking about super friends. Oh, thank you. Jeeber, my absolute favorite store membership card deal is for Barnes and Noble. I save a lot of money on books. Yeah, that would make sense. DJ Jedi, while it's hurting from all the pre-orders, Classified Joe Trooper, Big Lob, Studio 86 Soundwave, Retro Wind Charger, and I almost sprained my thumb clicking the pre-order button for Cardiac. Man, I remember like years ago, it was there's no way we're gonna get a Cardiac figure, and then bam, here he is, and it was really awesome too. So, because it's like, well, when are we ever gonna get another Cardiac? If the figure was lame, but they really came through with it, and I'm happy with that one. And yeah, man. So we got that, and then next week their G.I. Joe Classified series figures coming up for pre-order too. It's a wild week. Brian, I'll be handing out Snickers. Nice. Retro Robo. Orange is my least favorite, so I ate them last. I think blue raspberry and cherry are my favorite regular flavors. Love the tropical flavors too. Nice. Dude, that championship ring is serious. My payday is likewise next week, Thursday. That might be what mine is as well. Oh, I love those paydays. I don't mind candy corn. I like the chocolate version. They have chocolate candy corn? Why am I just now finding this out? Baby Ruth might be the world's greatest and most underrated candy bar. I'm not the biggest fan of Baby Ruth, but I'm glad you like it. Jimmy, my dad loves candy corn, black licorice, and black jelly beans. He's 71 though, so he's from before good candy existed. Jeffrey, just do a traditional jack-o'-lantern. It doesn't need to be fancy. It just needs to be fun to do and fun to see by the little kitties. So my neighborhood does not have a lot of little kitties. So my neighbor who has an awesome Halloween display, I don't know what he's doing it for, but it looks great. Maybe it's for the adult kids like me, or what is it, that dumb phrase they were coming up with? Kidults. Yeah. So very cool. I will make sure to take a picture and show you on maybe as soon as Saturday. Rick Cage, yes, Payday and Zagnut, Butterfinger, Reese's Nut Rages, Brock's Maple Nut Goodies, Burn Peanuts. What's that one? Goobers, Zero, PB Snickers. Oh man, yeah, I can't get down with the peanut butter Snickers, but I'm glad you like them. Almost almond Snickers, those are good. I've had those before. Dog Avenger, I'm building Legion of Doom based on DC Direct figures. Missing Riddler and Giganta. One of Lex Luthor in a green and purple suit. Got to get a Gentleman Ghost. Yeah, I'm sure he's super expensive because he was such a great figure. Felix, my daughter's going to be Draculaura from my Monster High, and I'm going to be Scarlet Spider. Kane, that's cool. Blake Tarpley, this week got the McFarlane Joker from Crisis. I'm halfway through issue 12, by the way. He is my first and only Joker. Also Batgirl. Nice. So when I went there, I saw Batgirl, I saw Joker, Superman from Zero Hour, no working out Scarecrow. I was disappointed because I definitely want to get him, but I haven't seen him yet. So now, guys, Kit Kat is my favorite candy. Kit Kat is a very solid one as well. Lawson, Super Friends 3 or Wave 3. Is it just me or the Zan head sculpt a little chubby? Like he needs to put down the milkshakes. What is he? He's the water one? Yeah. He must, maybe it's a little bit too much water weight. Oh gosh. Man. Yeah, I could have to stop wearing my contacts because my allergies are like, oh, great. It's like a shield in between you. What up, bro? Shot. How you doing, bro? Yeah, he needs a neck. He does. No neck. Dog Avenger got my Shumagroth. Man, this thing is nice. Did get it. See, I did a really lame job of showing all the stuff I got from Retro Robo. So I got him from Retro Robo, Wolverine and Storm 2-pack. I also got Colonel Hawk in the MMS along with CoverGirl. I guess I just was like, yeah, there's so much. And I did move a bunch of stuff. King like to rip KBs. Hills was another awesome store that I was so devastated when it closed. I remember they had that old Mattel Crusher monster. I still like that monster. Where was Hills? I'm not familiar with that one. Oh, really? Well, sounds like it's a good time to go back to Best Buy. Don't need to look there for Blu-rays. Very cool. Check them out. Excuse me. Yeah, just have to figure out what we're going as before tomorrow night. You might want to figure that out. I would recommend Burger King in a pinch. Does have crowns, and if you just get a sword and a robe, you're covered. Really? I mean, that ring is impressive, King Elector. Yeah, Parallax is jealous of that Fantasy League ring. David Thanos, you don't need 5 rings for Captain Planet, just that one. Right. Then Doom for the win with that ring. Absolutely. See, I'm curious. I need to do some more digging and research on Hills. Hills is my favorite. Huh. Excuse me. What up, AJ? Finally got the last pieces to finish my Mantis Build-A-Figure after years of piecing her together. Which pieces did you need? Also, got that. Was it LPZZ Arkham Knight Batman, and it's amazing. Very cool. How many Arkham Knight figures do they have from that line? We pay dues for the coverage of the ring. It's a league like Madden. We play a full season. Oh, that is sweet, including the playoffs for both leagues. Man. So I haven't talked about this with Jace yet, but back in the day, we would play NBA Live, and yeah, I guess it was just live. And then, of course, excuse me, you had the 2K Sports, whatever. We would split up the teams, and every March we would do a tournament, and just because of course we were playing with the classic rosters, and we would just have a tournament, and they're all of March we would do that. So, is there interest here on the Figure Files community if I can figure out a platform and a probably do a pros again game? Would y'all be interested in that? Let me know. I am so sorry, Rick Cage. That is terrible. Jace, Kit Kat for the win in this category. Really, Kit Kat? I knew you were going to say Skittles. So now, guys, I got my Psylocke and Thanos 2-pack from Kyle, and thank you again, Kyle. Nice. Lawson, favorite candy bar is a Mars bar. No longer made in America, but almond Snickers is the next best thing. I didn't realize that Mars wasn't even made here anymore. Kit Kat would be my favorite out of the chocolate candy, says Retro Robo. Oh, word? Do you have a picture? And I would love to see these. John Morrissey. Congrats, AJ. That was a long grind. I really like that Mantis figure. She's appropriately delicate. And we still need a comic book version. It's crazy. That ring was made at a local shop here in Denver. So every year, is it a new ring, or do you guys just pass it like the Stanley Cup to the winner? Zan already ate too much candy, right, David Thanos? Blake, I don't need candy these past years, but my go-to is peanut M&Ms. Yes, individually wrapped Reese's peanut butter cups. The chocolate to peanut butter ratio is better than the 2-pack. Also, peanut butter Twix. Oh man, so that's how you're so lead and trip, Blake. No candy. I don't know if I could do that. And I hate sand, G Brew. It does get everywhere. I knew you would understand that reference. Where was Hills? Hills was kind of like a Kmart or Walmart, but they had the absolute best toy section in a department store. Oh, I see. Now, did you all have a store called Best in your area? And I'm wondering if Best and Hills were like the same kind of deal because Best had a whole bunch of stuff. What's up, man? How are you? Better than Madness. David Thanos. I remember I had Toys R Us on one side of the street, and on the other side was Best. So you had Best. Okay. Hills Toy House felt like they went up to the ceiling, fully stacked, fully stocked, neat, organized, fantastic selection. They had the Godzilla War figures barely anyone else carried. It was the best. Nice. Oh man, peppermint patties. Wow, Doc, if it'd take me back on that one. New ring each year. I'll send you our annual Madden tournament. Man, that is solid stuff. Stumbled across the Nintendo. Very cool. So did Hills have the that whole shady setup at Toys R Us did, where it's like, here, your ticket, go to the back corner of the whole store where a guy behind a booth that had wood for some reason. That was like the craziest thing. Ames. Oh, okay. So we had Zares? Zares. I think it was Zares, not Zales. One of the two. I always get those two confused. So we had Ames, and that's what our Zales Zares became. Ames is where I got my first Marvel Legends. That's where I got Captain America and Iron Man from. So definitely have a fond soft spot for those stores. Jamelin, this week I got the Cyclops Gene Pack. I think that was this week. Legacy Police Officer, classic Batgirl, Into It, Krusty the Crowd, Clown, that crown, bam. Oh man, how excited was I to open up this box? So excited, so pressed. And now I don't need that Marvel girl. And these two are really fun figures. They pose and she could actually stand, no tipping. Oh, I was excited. And they actually scale great with the rest of the Marvel Legends figures now. And happy times. Oh, I did have this travesty Jean Grey here. And boy, just from this side by side, she looks even more awful. Because wow, the only thing that she's got better on this one is her outfit's actually yellow and she's got gold. But wow, so much better. And this was my Cyclops. It was holding things down for so long. And boy, a little bit of night and day. I don't know if the night and day works out as well for the paint job. I think this old one still is better, but you can see that big gap in the torso, and that's not great. But yeah, I was excited about getting those too. Which was your favorite about which was your favorite of all the stuff you picked up, Jamie? AJ needed the right arm and leg. And so far, they released Batman, Deathstroke is up for pre-order, and Arkham Knight, Joker, and Harley Quinn prototypes have been shown. Very cool. So Batman's been the only one, and then they've got 3 more and 4 more, I guess. Very cool. Which one are you looking forward to the most after Deathstroke? Toys R Us had nothing on it. Wow. I need to see pictures of Hill's toy department. Oh man, y'all do a tournament every summer. Oh, that sounds fun. Carlos, we had a best in Corpus Christi, Texas. Never had a hill. I'm wondering if this is the same deal because from what y'all are saying, that was kind of like how best was for us. And you had it in Texas. Interesting. Hills had clothes, games in the lobby, popcorn, computers, shoes, bikes, go cars. Everything was at Hills. I got Super Joe and Shogun Godzilla from there and Stretch Armstrong. Rip Hills. King Collector. This is interesting. I'm really thinking that we were the same. There's a flashback, right? Rick Cage. So now guys might dress up as Dante. Nice. Hills was found in Youngstown, Ohio. Stores in Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Indiana, West Virginia, Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, and Michigan. Interesting. Jalen, I love Best. That was my grandparents' stomping ground. Always loved something. Yeah, man. And our Best, I guess it might have been the only one, was right across the street from the Toys R Us. So it was like go to Best, then go to Toys R Us. And then like maybe 10, 15 minutes, I feel like it might have been shorter because I wasn't driving. There was a whole other mall, and that was the mall that had the KB. So love that area. And the mall that had the Best had a comic book store, had an arcade, and it had a movie theater. So it was like I was good for hours there. Jalen, I remember getting in trouble for coming home with the Conquest X30. My parents couldn't understand that I didn't ask for toys. My grandfather always made me pick something. That was a really good pull for the, I guess I'll take this, Granddad. Very cool. John Morrissey coming through with the 616 super chat. Thank you, my friend. I've also never heard of Hills, but I sure miss those KB bins that enabled me to collect every Spidey and X-Men fig from Toy Biz for $3 each. That sale was the devil. Oh man, I was so done. I was like, well, I do like these cartoons, and these figures sure look cool. For like the briefest moment, I was done. And then those KBs, oh man. And they were so bad because I was like, well, I've got $10. I don't have much else, but I've got this. And I'm leaving with 3 figures. It's a deal. King Collector. I 100% agree. Hills was better than Toys R Us. Wow. Felix, my Mondo Egon Real Ghostbusters fig finally came in. Super excited to crack this one open. Now, I'm sure G Brew would agree with you. So you just got yours in. Where do you go? Right here he is. So, with that perfect setup, how many of you all have made that move and got your pre-order in for Ray? It's pretty cool. And this is a fun show. I wish I just had like this space to really do up a real Ghostbusters collection because man, these figures look so fun. And it's like, oh man, it'd be great to have all these figures, and then bam, you just have the whole set right there. Very cool. And yo, there you go. And I love this picture showing all 4 of them finally getting the ghost, put in the trap, and that's just cool. And stroll it and roll it out. This is really making me nostalgic to start watching that cartoon again. But man, fun stuff. Not as much fun is the price, 112. And I know I guess they have to have a more expensive version with the ghost, but Ray really does look cool. I think they did a nice job with him. He's got a little Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in the mix too. It's this fun. I really think these are cool figures and all little Easter eggs, just good stuff. So I'm gonna have to live vicariously through all of you who are collecting these because just don't have the space or money for these figures because it would be a expensive rabbit hole to fall into. Carlos, Sears, JC Penney's, and Service Merchandise had Joe's in there. Man, listen, the Sears catalog. I want this. It was like, well, what don't you want? Because I was circling everything. Those catalogs were so much fun to go through in the day. Like, wow. I mean, it was like the internet before the internet. It was amazing. Here's everything. Wow, I want it all. And they just had every single figure line just stretched for pages and pages. So fun. Huntsville, Alabama, birthplace of beautiful Bobby Eaton. Dragon Lairs game in the lobby. That sounds fun. David Thanos, my Toys R Us had all the Joes and Best had all the Transformers. Yeah, because the Toys R Us would sell out of the Transformers all the time. That's where I got a bunch of my Transformers from as well. Morrissey for the win. Indeed, King Collector. Henry G, I got my first action figure from Zare. Yoda from Empire. My dad took me for a straight A report card. Give it up for the straight A report card reward, man. Nice. Batgirl's probably my most anticipated. I was really excited about Scott and Jean. I kind of forgot I ordered them, but you know I'm a Joe guy. Yeah. So I Batgirl looked pretty good. It was funny because when I went to one GameStop that had her, the GameStop employee was on the Zoolander sloth mode, helping someone else. I was like, I don't have time. I've got to escape traffic. It's Monday. He was just moving so slow. So I was happy to find her at another GameStop. Nice. Oh, your Egon's arriving tomorrow. I pre-ordered Winston and Ray. I'm going to order the deluxe Janine so I can get her desk. Are you not getting the ghosts along with these, or are you just getting the figures straight up? Henry G, yeah, I'm in for those real Ghostbusters. I only plan on getting the 4. Just call the 4. No Janine? Lost, and I went to all the big toy stores in Manhattan, and they didn't have what Hills had. Hills had a gymnasium-sized space just for bicycles. It's funny because I want to like take a time machine and check out Hills now. Henry G, do you guys remember Child World? I don't. Where was that? Felix, they definitely got my money. Yeah, the Sears Wish book was epic. Indeed, King Collector. Excuse me, Blake Tarpley. In Boston and New England, we had Child World. I liked it better than Toys R Us. Is Child World the equivalent to Children's Palace? Because I wonder if they just changed the names for different regions. Children's Palace is pretty cool though. They had the whole castle set up with the storefront, and they had a rack of stuff in their aisles. I feel like maybe the Children's Palace store was bigger and deeper. Of course, I'm a little kid, so walking down the aisles felt like it was massive, and they were like super long. Man, my grandmother brought my brother and I a Virtual Boy and like 6 games for $50 on clearance at Hills. Terrible system. Still played until the stand broke. Retro Robo. I would carry that Sears Christmas catalog around with me everywhere, right? Long after Christmas. Method of Madness. Service merchandise was my ish, right? Ryan Daly, I'm pretty sure shopping malls in the 90s were put up to just to support the Warner Brothers stores. Man, yeah, those were fun to visit as well. Jamlin, I feel like Mondo is perfect for tonight's topic. They look great, but it's crazy when you compare lines like Mondo to toys like Jada. Yeah, absolutely. Jibru, I remember Child World existing, but I don't remember going there often. David Thanos didn't have Child World. We had Play World during the KB days. Weird. I really wish I could see all this different stuff that everyone had. Because I just thought everyone had a Best, a KB, a Children's Palace, and Toys R Us, and I've never heard of Hills until tonight. King Collector, that Wish book was marketing genius. It will never be anything like that ever again. Yeah, it won't. There's some things I wish we could just kind of put back and go, even though we can't go back. Wish we could just do that kind of stuff where there's a little bit more fun in it and not as much griping. Jibro have no space for the ghosts, and I based it on what I could afford. I paid up front for all of them. I might get the Sam Hines solo re-release. Nice. Lawson. Sears Fall and Winter Catalog, 1978 and 79 catalog. I have copies of. Really? Oh man, I want to see pictures now. Star Wars toys loaded. I guess I would need to see like a 1984 one, so then I could see all the different lines we collected. David Thanos, I miss Toys R Us from my older days. I got heavy into the McFarlane Sports pick, especially at $13. It was so much fun finding the chases. Yeah, that's when finding the chases were fun. Child World was as big as Toys R Us here. Man, been doom. Thank you. Let me see here. I guess I need to refresh it. There we go. I feel like this trophy is going to be amazing too. And I was not incorrect. So let's pull this up. Let's see. There we go. All right. Check out this Madden trophy. That thing's amazing. Y'all are doing it big with your tournaments, and that is absolutely something to brag about. So is this one to every winner, or is it this is the one that just has a nameplate with everybody's name that wins every year? Hills did have a good slogan. Hills is where the toys are. Nice. Free Cage. Yeah, Super Jeff. Indeed. We, the Loudspeaker Files Continuum, live vicariously as one entity. Geeking out is at each other's collections. Fun. Absolutely. I don't think we had Child World, Children's Palace, or Hills on the West Coast. So what did y'all have? This is fun, like figuring out where everybody went to for their toys. Henry G, I should have said, I think I'm in on those real Ghostbusters, still contemplating, but if I do, most likely we'll get Janine as well. Yeah, you got to. David Thanos, we got the Target catalog in the mail not too long ago, and I laughed because it'll never compete with this year's one. Not at all. Lawson, as a kid, I thought Santa Claus must be supplying the entire world from Hill's department store, Jeffrey. Wait, is he not? The Junior Ghostbusters. Boo! All right, Ryan, we'll see you in a bit, my friend. Fleecy's World. What's up, Fleecy? What's up? Just join the convo. We had Kitty City. Toys R Us ran them out. Was there a Lionel's toy store as well? I'm trying to remember that one. Kitty City. Okay. It's funny. Nice. Winner's name and score on the game on the side plates. Winner keeps it for you into the net. That is solid. That's the way you do it with the tournament. All right, let's see here. So now let's move on. What else is going on to talk about? So we did already mention these, but just one more time. Bunch of stuff dropped this week. This was a heavy, expensive week for a bunch of lines. We got Star Wars, if you got Marvel Legends, if you got Transformers, there was a ton of stuff everywhere. And you can still see on Entertainment Earth, they've got they've got all the Spider-Man Retro Wave, X-Men 97 Storm sold out. They just put her back up. She's gone. You can see here, we got a bunch of stuff in stock still. Yeah, I mean, look at these prices, guys. And then check out Retro Robo Toys. You take off 15% of this same standard price. You're coming out ahead. So just a reminder, you've got it through until tomorrow, the end of the day tomorrow. So there you go. This one right here, $57.99. Now got 15% of Retro Robo. Oh, let's see what else. And then Dan over the marketing team revealed today at Luca. And this is the latest Marvel Legend re-release of Nimrod. I've got the original one without all the color. I'm fine with it. But here you go. If you missed out on this figure, there's another shot at it. He's a little bit more colorful. So there you go. Looks like he's got two different faceplates, which oh yes, classic. And this one, so and this one's kind of a little bit more like John Romita drew him. But there you go. So you see, he's got the same deal. He's got the pins, basically just a repaint. But Nimrod is one of those characters. Like he does not need a ton of articulation. This cool faceplate is awesome. That's about it. I was hoping we would see a little bit more from Luca. I guess that's how you pronounce it. But that was it. So, you know, and Dan did say they've got one more panel. That's gonna be in December, I assume, when they break down all of their favorites from the year, and then probably get another wave tease. I know there's a few more figures on the elite list that we're still waiting to get some name confirmation, actually see them. So hopefully we'll see that Jack of Hearts, a classic Falcon, maybe the rest of that Secret Wars Wave 2. Still need to see them. There's still a few more figures left. We're just kind of twiddling our thumbs. Hulk Wave, maybe we'll see them as well. Oh, let's see. Brian P. Yes, Lionel's Playground was Toys R Us's main competitor. Thank you. I was thinking I remembered a Lionel. Fleecy. Toy catalogs ruled in the East Bay catalog. Yeah, East Bay. I remember that. Method of Madness. I got to keep living through you guys on some of these new releases. These prices are about to price me out of the game completely. Yeah, they were getting a little bit wild out there. That Nimrod is meh. Michael Solis, I'm saving your comments so I can bring it out later. Blake, Retro Robo, huge shout out to you for saving all the Lost Figure Files crew some money in this crazy expensive time. Absolutely. I mean, it's a deal. No, I put the disclaimer every Amazon, every entertainment purchase, I get a little percentage of that. I get 0% from Retro Robo, but really, it's about looking out for everybody here. I mean, we got to help each other out. These toys are expensive. That's why when I see stuff on sale, I'm doing videos. Hey, this is on sale, clearance. Go grab it quick. So yeah, definitely big shout out to Retro Robo. G-Brew, I'm getting the new Nimrod. He's a classic version. I have the first one. Rick Cage, isn't Nimrod a force of one? I'm tempted to army build him. I don't know what they're doing with the current X-Men continuity. I have washed my hands clear of it for a while. I don't know what they're doing. What was the final tease? For which one? Van Doom. Jeff, I finally got my Dr. Midnight from Big Bad Toy Store after waiting a month. I like it. Yeah. I mean, they did a really good job with him. Thank you, sir. It makes me feel good to get so much support from the crew. There'll be more special deals in the future. Nice. Now, while you're waiting on the special deals, please continue to go to Retro Robo. Like I said before, you watch the video, hopefully, where I talk with him, is what he was trying to do. So, I mean, he's got a dream, and y'all can help him support it. And the prices are the same. It's not like going to the Toys R Us in the mall and finding the prices $15 more. He's just providing another outlet for you all to get your figures. Excuse me. We giving away anything tonight? Maybe. But while you prompted me on that, so I've got a bunch of stuff on the giveaway queue. A bunch of y'all have been like, hey, I've got this to give away. I've got this, I've got that. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna do a special, like a concert from your favorite band pop up. What I'm gonna do is next week, next Wednesday on Lyle's Movie Files, I will be telling you all the special date for a special episode. And it's not going to be like a 2-hour live. It's going to be maybe a half hour. Maybe it's going to be 45 minutes. But all it's going to be is giveaways. So y'all have been so gracious with offering up items for giveaways that an entire live episode is going to be devoted to nothing but giveaways. And I'm sure I'll talk about some figures in between the drawings and what we're giving away. But yeah, we're going to do a all-out episode just for giveaways. So stay tuned, and I will get back to you in a few minutes about if we're going to give away anything tonight, Lawson. Thinking we will, but I'll figure out where that's going to land. Dog Avenger, X-Men could barely beat one Nimrod. An army of them would be impossible to stop. Yes. Support. It's not just you, it's me. I'm saving out with David Thanos. Henry G. Blake, yes, indeed. I placed an order of Retro Robo and forgot to add the code. My guy hit me up. Let me know I forgot the code and redid my order. Solid dude. Definitely get your figures. I mean, he's trying to help Henry G save money. How many businesses would you know that do that? DJ Jedi on the West Coast, LA. We had Toys R Us, KB, Zodies, Woolworth, Montgomery Ward, and Fedco. Wow, I've never heard of Zodies and Fedco. I used to work at Montgomery Ward long after they stopped having toys. It was just video games at that point. But wow, that's cool. And I definitely remember Woolworth. Brian P. I was hoping the Nimrod would be the orange one from Project Wide Awake. Toy Biz did a 5-inch one back in the day. I think I saw some people posting that one because they were like, you should have done this one, Dan. X-Men wrecked Nimrod at the end of the Krakoan era, but that story was super rushed and extremely disappointing end to an era. Yeah, I don't feel like anyone really enjoyed the end of the Krakoan era, G Brew. I'm glad you continue to confirm it for me because I was like, well, maybe is it gonna get any better? Yeah, it was. They were doing some wild stuff, and I was like, I don't think this is for me anymore. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. What's up, Christopher? How you doing? Pleasey. I'm grabbing that Nimrod. I wasn't collecting when the first one came out. And again, this is why they re-release stuff every so often because just because we have it doesn't mean someone else has been along for the ride the entire time. So, you know, that saves us money, especially nowadays when figure prices are going up, up, up. Rick Cage, Super Jeffrey, went window shopping on Big Bad Toy Store and noticed since Todd has another year with DC Multiverse, lots of DC products in stock. The bug that Jeff got for $3 in stock. Nice. What is it, like 28 there? Lawson, Retro Robo has corrected 2 ordering mistakes for me so far. I just want to tell Alex that is unlikely to be the last time he'll need to help me. Yeah, I mean, and the Phantom X figure was good. Psylocke was fine. I mean, that was before they figured out, oh, we can make a good Psylocke figure, but she's all right. The 3-pack Nimrod is a Cohen era Nimrod. So there's a new Nimrod figure. This one. Yeah, see, I can manage to repaint some stuff there to do that one. I thought that one, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Oh, Fedco was my spot. It was a club store. I was like, oh, Jay's like macro. Okay. Interesting. When I got into the dorm for college, I got my 12 disc changer there. Nice. And I couldn't tell you. I don't know about that one, bro. Method of Madness, Sand King Collector. Glad to see something I don't have to pick up. Cool for everyone else. DJ Jedi, Fedco famously got looted and burned down during the 92 unrest. It's now a target. Oh, okay. Hmm. The Super Sentinels, Future Sentinels were pretty cool. Slightly. If you look here, so Alex SP is showing you what the original Nimrod looked like. So it's really just a matter of paint, and I'm pretty sure you could paint that up just fine with no trouble. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those deals where it's like, yeah, okay. I mean, they put out a more classic one, but sure. Why weren't they able to bring? Didn't they bring him back then? I thought they did. Maurice, I'm kind of on the fence about that Nimrod. I don't have the 3-pack one, but do I really need it? I guess it depends on the price. Paint is more classic. Love that classic. Excuse me. And Joy Toy is, I mean, it would tempt me so much that these figures were a different scale, but they showed another round of their King of Fighters Ultimate Match figures. And this time they've got this special team. And they've got Ryuji, they've got Blue Mary and Billy Kane, and they all look cool. I mean, it's $50 for 3.75 inch figures, but it's like, oh man, they're really cool. You got the Kari Warriors, they've got Leona, and then you've got the Hero team. So they're really rolling. So now we got 3 squads. That's pretty cool. Let's take a look really fast at Billy Kane, what he's rocking. He's got his staff, but check out the effect pieces. That's really cool. Then he's got his nunchucks straight up regular. And then the I am bashing you a million times with it. How much fun is that? And they're really doing some solid work with these figures. I just wish they were a little, I mean, the accessories pretty much feel like, okay, well, I understand why you're charging the price you are, but man, I feel like it'd be a little bit easier to pose them in a larger format. Here's a whole special team. And it look pretty cool. And I love that they actually have height and weight a size distinction between them, so they all don't look the same. That's really cool. Here's Blue Mary. Let me show you what she's got, including her dog. I mean, I love how they've managed to do the power effects, and they've got really, really, really great posability too. So you can do some really great posing with these figures. And the stands also help with that front too. Let's take a look at all of her stuff. She's got a jacket. I don't think she can put the jacket on. Maybe she can hold it in the back of her head. But I mean, really doing some cool stuff with these figures. And I definitely understand like the I didn't get these, even though they're not the scale I would normally grab them. But I mean, they've got all kinds of power effects going. I mean, everything you want. And the stands are really helpful because it shows how they can pull out the moves. And they come with a bunch of gear. And as we're getting to our topic for the night, I feel like these figures are not a ripoff at their price point. Like they're really putting out a bunch of stuff. And you see all of this that he comes with. It's like, okay, now, regardless if you go, they need to have this, they've got alternate heads, they've got different crouch pieces here, accessories, jackets, stands, effect pieces. I mean, they're covered with all the stuff that you would really want for these figures. So yeah, Maurice, masters of the 118 scale for sure. Vintage Bob, what's up? Yo, everyone. I see some of the release dates for the Inhumans and the Executioner Wave have been updated. Let's make them even sooner, like next week. I love hearing your excitement about Marvel Legends. That's just, I love it. Yeah, man. Those Inhumans, the Executioner Wave, bring it on as soon as y'all want to now. Fond memories of Zodies. That's where I got my Voltron and the entire first wave of Mask. That's cool, DJ Jedi. My Nimrod came with two different heads. Is the new one coming with both heads? Yeah, he has two different face plates. Let me pull this up then. Because I don't remember what the face plates were for Nimrod now. Ugh. Oh, oh, okay. Mixing up. This is back in 2020, so I was playing around with different styles to review. All right, so here is the set. There is Nimrod. You can see that one. Not a big fan of that. I guess that was a more modern one. That was more of the classic one. There's Psylocke. So you can see they're still working on how do we do a Psylocke figure. Phantom X thought he turned out really nice. So here's Nimrod. Below that really cool globe there, or diamond in the center. It has a little bit of a glow effect to it. So that was pretty cool. Uncanny X Force before the redo. And this is Nimrod facing the team that is basically all changed up now, or at least no, at least Wolverine. But yeah, and we didn't have Kitty or Rogue to fight. So there you go. I mean, then he's got some stuff for the back. And Nimrod does not have a bunch of articulation. This new figure will not have any more either. But you can see a little bit of action. Battling the team. That's pretty impressive. I don't know how he's able to hold Juggernaut up there, but that's cool. Um, yeah, so there you go. Little size comparison so you can see what he looks like against another massive figure. But there you go. Good indicator of what his scale is and his articulation. That Nimrod 3-pack had Psylocke. Yep, there you go. You know Hasbro's gymnastics redoing that one with the new. They better. Lawson, dear Hasbro, please make a new Karnak. Why not wearing Lockjaw's dog bowl on his head? Also, what happened to Rachel Summers' other set of hands? Your friend, the broke bloke. Rick Cage, I love Joy Toy. Joy Toy, Sir Jeff. Emphatic fan of 118th and video game fighters. It's a win-win. Their Warhammer line is fire. Young, fresh to death. Yeah, those are dope. They really are. Shout out. What's going on? How are you, man? Michael Souls. I remember when I started collecting, there were collectors who kept on telling me that I didn't need to collect everything because it'll be back better if you wait. And now I'm the other, now I'm the other collector. Yeah. G Brew. Joy Toy has the 112 figures coming out. They're cheaper than the 118th with comparable accessory counts. Oh, wow. Jace, Devil May Cry seems like an easy line to create. Haven't they made it? I mean, that would be a dumb one not to have done. There were today at Luca, but all we got was a Nimrod. The Nimrod I have has two different complete heads. Method of Madness. Those Joy Toy Ninja Turtle figures look incredible, but I definitely don't have the space nor funds for those. Man, I missed out on that Phantom X. I hope they do a new figure for him. Snake Eyes, I don't know how expensive he is now. And with Nimrod getting a re-release, because I feel like for a lot of people, he might have been the drawing, the main draw for that 3-pack. But let's find out. Since we can do that here. We don't have a schedule. I'm flying by the seat of my pants every episode. So on eBay, here you go. Just to show you exactly what they've got here. The 3-pack right now is $90 or the price of one figure in 2025. This is not that one. Let me make sure. Maybe $40 for him? Oh, no. You don't want the Arnim Zola one. You want the 3-pack one. So there you go, $30. Just make sure it's not the other one. But yeah, $30 for that figure, solid. Sally, that's what you'd pay right now for Phantom X if they re-released them. So there you go. It's the exact same figure, just a different paint job. $40, $22. Yeah, you could get him pretty easily with no problem. Like I thought, Nimrod was the real draw for that set, so you're good. You don't have to wait for a re-release because the figure's fine. You just want to put a little super glue to keep those bands up, the thigh and the boot bands, but otherwise, he's solid. The Vintage Bob, we absolutely need a Maximus the Mad figure. Jibru, the Joy Toy Ninja Turtles are incredible. Autocorrect, it would be amazing if it actually worked. Maurice can confirm, G-Brew. I thought I was out, but I got pulled back in with that turtle lair or turtle van, Leatherhead, and Metalhead. Those figures do look cool. Method of Madness. That Uncanny X-Force 3-pack was great for the time. That was my Psylocke for my X-Men shelf until the Game Reverse one dropped. Anyone needs that Thanos? I don't want mine. Who's on the top shelf with the 7 jersey behind me? I'll pull it down for you in just a second. So a company does bobbleheads or figurines. I have to give you the link for it. They did a custom one for me. And you can just send them a picture and your photo that you wanted them to use. And that's what they did. It was in focus for 2.5 seconds and now it's gone again. Let's try it this way. Oh, the magic trick. But yeah, I thought they did a really good job with it. Probably need to throw a little bit more gray on there, but otherwise, really solid. If you're interested, I'll send you the link. Brian P, I would have thought they would have. Because I mean, it makes no sense not to have Devil May Cry figures. They're way too toyetic. Devil May, not my. Oops. Let's see. Oh, I mean, there's a bunch. Let me see here. We've got statues. Let's just look to the straight up figures. And it looks like Big Bad Toy Store has one, but it's a 12-inch one. 259. I guess it's been a second. I don't wonder. I mean, they've got to have something in the 6-inch scale. Vintage Bob, I plan on getting myself the Inhumans as a Christmas gift to open them, but no way can I wait that long, considering they arrive a month before Christmas. Yeah, man. It's been pretty solid. It's pretty cool. Thank you. I mean, I wish I could find that. Because I feel like I have it somewhere. All the photos. I know I did a video on it. So if you want to take the long trek through my videos and actually see the full reveal, I don't know why I keep replacing reveal and review tonight. I'm going to chalk it up to the headache. Now y'all have made me. I will find where I got that from. See if I can find it either. No. If you're into bobbleheads, I will have some information. Let's see. Yeah, tomorrow. I had to check, but tomorrow I will have some news on more bobbleheads. And I think they're pretty cool. So make sure to send y'all that information in. I sold my Joy Toy Turtle Brothers. I didn't want them together in another line, but they're doing some nice work. And that band looks amazing. That looks amazing with the CK. Yeah, man. I had to get my Cap jersey on there for it. And the likeness is awesome. Like, I'm like, wow. It looked like the photo I sent them. They did Devil May Cry figures because I have Virgil sitting on my desk. I think it's about 7-8 inches though. I thought so, Method of Madness. Thank you. I was like, well, yeah, and it was ages ago because it was a minute ago. Pleasey, that figure view is cool. I definitely need myself an Eels jersey. I'll email you. Cool. And I will hopefully have tracked that down by that point because that is ridiculous. I feel like I sent that information on to somebody else too. I think my sister-in-law might have needed it. Which may be easier to find that way. I remember NECA did Dante figures, and that was the only one. No Lady Virgil Trish. Let's see. Because I feel like maybe I can find this in here. So let's see. I'm going to scroll through and see if I can find this link. Sigh. Just because I'm like, it's got to be here somewhere, right? Yeah, I will have to send you all the link or find the video. Because anyway, focus on the night show. The lighting's on point, Jeff. They should have given Hasbro some pointers. Right, with their darn ridiculous deal. Send me a link for that, Jeff. Need to get one in a Canes jersey. I will definitely do that. The DMC figures are ripe for redo. My nephew loves Virgil and has been waiting for them to do new ones. Who has that license? Do we know that? That might be good to track down too. Let's see here. Go. Oops. Y'all have got me like, all right, let's see. I'm sure I can find this thing. So my channel has 408 videos, not bad. And I'm sure it's on the last one, on the last page. Because I'm now determined to track this down for y'all. And at least give you the company name. Because I was really impressed with how it turned out. But now it's going so slow that it's going to be super slow for y'all. So I will spare you that. And what I will do is I'll repost the video, which has a link for the company. And that way you can hit them up directly, assuming there is no issue. I found it. Great. So sad. Okay. So this video, figure bobblehead. That's him. Okay, so I'm gonna put this directly in the chat. I'm too pressed to just leave it be and go, I'll do it later. Here is their link. Tell them Lyles Figure Files sent you. What the heck happened to Derrick Henry? I mean, it was bound to happen. Nobody has a license. Oh, that's not good. It's interesting. I think y'all see the link. So nothing for DMC. What about Run? Yeah. All right. So it's 9:35. And you know, as we've been going over these figures, and oh my gosh, why are the prices for everything so insanely expensive? But before I do that, I just needed to do a real-time check-in on the latest HasLab that is not going to take off. It's stuck in the landing gear. It's this Tron 3.75 inch Heroes of the Grid. Gosh, I think when I checked earlier, it was at 1096. This thing is not moving at all. And I really, really feel bad for these 1095 backers to this thing. And this doesn't even have enough to hit like a home stretch run. I feel bad when I get the emails from Hasbro, from Pulse going, hey, don't forget, support it. And it's like, wish I could help you all, but this is just not working. So slow going. But while we're here on Pulse, let's see some more stuff that they've got. And we've got some new arrivals on all of the lines. And that's amazing. But the prices, not so much. And I really think you can see it now with these figures. Hasbro Pulse will be very fast to sell out of things to promote their other retail partners. Entertainment Earth, Target, Walmart, Best Buy, or whoever. Big Bad Toy Store, Amazon. But you can see in $27.99, even a figure that has a ton of original work, original sculpting, like Cardiac, a figure that collectors were begging for, wish listing for years. He's not sold out yet. And I don't know if that's because of Rosscon or because of this price point right there. I feel like it's probably more of that because there's a lot of, I don't know if I want to say complaining, but a lot of people were going, these figures aren't worth $25. Now you're taking them up to $27.99. And we all know these prices are not going down after the tariffs go away. So since we know that, and we can't put that back in the bottle, you're just gonna like, no, this is the price. What would it take to make for a good, inevitably $30 figure from you? So you're thinking about, maybe next year, 2 years from now, then they're gonna get greedier and go, yeah, we can charge more. And looking at some lines like the Joy Toy figures, I can look at those and go, okay, there's a lot happening here. Price, they're not 6-inch figures, but they include enough stuff where I can see where the money is being spent. And Michael Solis, I think it's because it shows up at Ross too often. Absolutely. I saw the Sabine Wren lightsaber, and I will just show you what the price was for it because I was like, this is goofy. $278. And you can get it at Ross for $30. And that's just, there's no way if that is the option, just so y'all can see this was legit. $278 or $30. I feel like most people are just like, I'm gonna take my chances of maybe finding it at Ross. But yeah, it's wild. But are there any lines that are doing it well where you go, this figure is, or it was worth the $24.99, it's worth the $27.99? Because we're not going back to $20 figures. That's just not happening. But what are some lines that are doing it well? The lines that aren't doing it well, what do they need to do to make the figures a better value? I mean, we're working, most of us, hopefully, and we have money for luxury items like figures. I think the problem has come where we're going, this is not what we were getting 3 years ago with these figures. And if they just continue to put that amount of effort into the figures, and if you would go, all right, we're raising prices, it's like, everything else has gone up in price. I get it. For me, the bigger issue is when they're taking away things. I bellyached, I griped, I complained when we weren't getting Build-A-Figure waves with every release of Marvel Legends. And you can see, of course, with this retro Spider-Man wave, no Build-A-Figure parts. So we're getting charged more, we're getting less. Let me see, here's a great example. I mean, how many retro Spider-Man 2099 figures have we gotten over the years? And yeah, he's got great articulation. He's got articulated feet. But I mean, this is what we're getting. Just another or just 2 additional set of hands. That doesn't balance that thing out for me. And so let's see here. Let me go back to the chat and see what y'all are saying. I'm going to start back with the old comments from back earlier. All right. So Lawson, $30 figure, I want good sculpt, good paint, a decent amount of accessories, and an extra head portrait sculpt. That's all I'd ask at that price. Just true quality. What would be a decent amount of accessories? Because I feel like what's a good example of a figure? Okay, here's one. Let me go to this guy. And I have to pull up what he came with because I feel like he had a good amount of accessories. I felt pretty good about paying for it. And I don't remember if he was 24. I don't remember what he was, but I do remember feeling like his figures. Yeah, again, this is a great example of what I'm talking about. So, Lawson, let me know what your answer is on that one. But this guy, Nightcrawler, part of the Build a Figure Wendigo wave, he came with a sword holding hand, not two. I mean, you just needed one. He's got his cutlass. He's got two additional head sculpts, a default one, neutral expression, an intense, angry one, and a smiling, happy Nightcrawler, as well as the was it the left arm for the Build a Figure Wendigo? And it's a really good figure. To me, that's a great value. And that's kind of what I want to see. You know, I know they're trying to get away from the Build a Figures, but that was a solid value. True value. No soft sculpts. We should get two extra set of hands for certain. No fast ones like showing us Rachel Summers with two extra set of hands, then removing a set before release. Also, for $30, no rubber capes, please. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, absolutely. McFarlane's value is getting hit because he has been putting in a bunch of stuff, and the collector edition figures do not have nearly as much stuff as what they were doing earlier this year. The Guy Gardner figure had 3 face plates, an additional hair sculpt, different hand options. He came with that goofball card and stand, but I mean, that was a lot of stuff. He's got hoodoo, he's got Soft Kid's Cape, which is great, and 2 additional set of hands, and he's more. So, you know, and I'm not saying that to pick on McFarlane, but it's like, just do what you were doing. If you do that, you raise the prices. I'm like, all right, this is the new price for that same amount of quality. But it does make me feel a certain kind of way when you're taking away stuff. So let's see. Maximum Warp. For what Hasbro's given us, nothing they produce is worth 30. Good luck though. Yeah. Brian P. $30 is a figure. Better come to life like Chuck Your Small Soldiers. Lawson. The thing I worry about with the price hike is the figures won't ever go back down in price. They will not. David Thanos. I'll say the Jada stuff and WWE Ultimates are worth the $30 and Deluxe Joes before the tariffs. Absolutely. Like Jada, pretty consistent. 2 additional set of hands. Let me see. Let me just go to them. That way I don't have to just go off of memory. DJ. Let's go to DJ because he's in stock 1. And you can see all the stuff he comes with. Here you go. That is what we got for DJ. And if you go, that's a $25 figure, that's solid. And I've always felt like these figures were really consistent, good value. You get your separate head sculpt, you get another set of hands, and they're always that case. An effect, power effect piece, and a stand to hold said effect piece. Because that's great if he's got it, but what's the point if he can't actually use it? So very good value. Let's go to WWE figures. Let's go check out Ultimate Edition. Let's go with CM Punk. $39.99 is a more expensive price. And let's just go through what he has. All right. So here you can see Ultimate Edition WWE figure, premium level of articulation, soft goods hoodie, 3 head sculpts, 3 additional hand sculpts. So you can see he's got the go to sleep night, gripping hands, peace, and he's got fists. And you know, I don't even necessarily think that he is the best value in this format, but that's your baseline for those figures. Let me see here. What was another one that I think is a really good example? Let me see if they have Bailey. Oh, here, Rock. He's another one. Got a bunch of stuff. Rock's got 2 additional head sculpts. He's got an entirely different outfit. Now, that could be a separate figure from Mattel, but it's like, just throw on all of this because this is what he's wearing to ringside. He's got 3 additional head sculpts. He's got a belt, that bogus People's Champion belt, but he's got it, and that's cool. They can't use that with anyone else. So that's solid. And that's what I'm talking about. Mattel figures, their WWE line, I'm like, yeah, value is here. They were adding that value before they raised the prices. Always say that. It continues to be the case. So let's see here. John Morrissey. Oh, yes. Thank you for that super chat again. Michael Solis, I've been getting $30 figures for a while now, but I limited to just Figure Arts, NECA, or Jada. But even then, it was figure specific. Marvel Legends used to be my must have everything. At $30 per, I can't read what that is. David Thanos. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention NECA at over 30. It has so many accessories. Yeah, like that one is a good one because their figures are more. But let's go here to the NECA Sesame Street Bert. And it just shows you again what they've got to offer for this line. Oops. Don't need me there. I mean, he's got his book, he's got his bottle cap collection, and order. He's got the letter A. I mean, you can see all the different things. This is not a major license. It's not going everywhere. I mean, we see them at some retailers, mostly Target, Best Buy. Walmart doesn't seem to have them, which would probably help them a lot more, maybe reduce the price a bit more. But I mean, look at all this stuff. And he's got a full-on separate other head sculpt. That's solid. And I feel like the value for these figures, that's there too. So yeah, let's see what else y'all are talking about here in the chat. Boston, and absolutely, there should not be any sort of QC issues. I want to say yes. I'm with you. We shouldn't have to fix our figures. We shouldn't have to worry about that kind of stuff. But I just think it's a human error. And regardless, if they're letting the machines do everything, there's still going to be that margin for error. But what I want is that there's an issue to be able to replace with the same figure. King Elector, that's the beans. I don't think Ross will ever have a Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader one there, but you can find some other characters like her there. Vintage Bob, $30, at least 2 heads, 3 sets of hands, modern body, no more useless, overused effects as accessories. Make the accessories useful, like a computer panel or something, like a Build-A-Figure, but standalone. Method to Madness. I wouldn't mind seeing Todd tackling DMC, either that, Soul Calibur, Legacy of Kain, or Resident Evil. If not Todd, then NECA. Excuse me. Vintage Bob. I mean, accessories that can be used to build a scenario or diorama, but that you don't need to buy a whole wave to build. G Brew agrees with you, Vintage Bob. Blake, Marvel Legends would be worth this current price if they had more paint apps and shading, maybe 2 heads minimum. But to be honest, I pick a head and store the other hands too. Classified comes packed with accessories. Worth it. They are. Excuse me. David Thanos, I'm good with over 30, as long as it doesn't break on you. And they give us the value, accessories, and soft goods. Yes. Method to Madness. Jada Toys, NECA, and Storm Arena definitely have your money's worth for 30. I forgot about Storm Arena, but yeah, their figures definitely feel like, and they have the advantage of not being able to be found at Target, Walmart, GameStop, etc. They're exclusives. So paying that premium price for them, because you can't have that convenience of getting them anywhere else, it's like, okay, I'll pay that price. And then they're just as good as the Jada Street Fighter figures. And it's like, all right, cool. And it's not a debate on which one's better. It's just, I understand the price point for those figures. So yeah, absolutely with them. Excuse me. Vintage Bob, tighter Hasbro throwing in blast effects and those hideous magic effects. Or worse yet, those teeny comics just to jack up the price. G-Brew, rubber and hard plastic capes need to go. Wire cloth capes should be standard across all toy lines. I love my Mr. Miracle, but don't understand why Todd went back to the plastic junk cape. He's just reusing a part. That's the same figures that Green Lantern Alan Scott. And Mr. Miracle is another one I got. I wonder if you could see him. Yeah, there he goes. Right there. Hanging out with his boys. Guy Gardner, Booster Gold, Blue Beetle. Yeah, that's really fun to have more of the JLI coming out. And we know we're getting ice, so that's cool. More of them. LJ Panther, what's up? A 2 head sculpt minimum should be mandatory at this point. I'm with you. And that is I'm going with the random one-off. Hey, this G.I. Joe figure isn't perfect, but it's just so rare that we see this where it's like, huh, because normally they're so dead on with everything. And I want to be fair and just kind of call out a G.I. Joe mistake when they randomly happen. Let's see here if I can find him. Japan. Oh, that's right, because he's not up for pre-order right now. He is coming, but he's not here as of yet. So this guy. He's a really cool looking figure, except for this head sculpt. And if he had a different head sculpt, this would be fine. But we needed a neutral one for him. And it's like one of the rare moments where a classified series is like, nope, don't love this head sculpt, but there's not another option. So yeah, I'm with you. And I would love to have that angry, excited, intense, emotional head sculpt if we had a stoic neutral one to go along with it. I mean, it's just like, why is that hard? Lawson, also, if you're going to charge $30, I want to see far less reuse. I don't mind the reuse. I know that's just part of doing business with this deal, but I would love it to make sense. And really, by making sense, going to pick on McFarlane again. Use a smaller buck for Blue Beetle and Booster Gold. I don't need them looking eye to eye with Batman. And just make that stuff make sense. And create a buck that you can reuse all the time for basic generic characters. And if you have to make a new boot mold, a new glove mold, go with that. Don't try to force a bad mold and make that your default one. Because the Mirror Master figure, the Deadshot figure, they're great. They don't need a speeding bullets buck with the sculpted lines on the side. DJ Jedi, first time I felt the same cost, not equaling the value, was that second Spider-Verse wave that had no Build-A-Figure. A very missed opportunity to give us Penny Parker and SPDR, who were key characters in the movies. Absolutely. Lawson, don't want to pay higher prices for reuse. I don't want to see companies cutting corners, but charging me more while doing so. I understand that for sure. And for $30, says Vintage Bob, it better be accurately done. Classic comic characters we still need. Fatuma, Mandarin, Gladiator, Daredevil Foe, Baron Mordo. No more remakes. I never buy those anyway. Well, there you go. G-Brew. The Maximum Deadpool has incredibly gummy arms and stiff shoulder joints. It makes a premium figure feel cheap and rushed. It probably is rushed and probably is cheap. But I mean, I don't know. Have we felt like any of the Maximum figures have been worth the value? I mean, we were like, whoa, it's so much money. I mean, it's like a Marvel Legends figure. It's not like all of a sudden it's got more accessories. The value's better. I feel like the quality controlled on most of those figures has been kind of sketchy. So I don't know. This is where it helps, where we don't have to pay as much for this stuff. Brian P. Was someone saying that new Rachel Summers figures does not have 3 sets of hands, open, closed, and splayed? Let's see here. Let's go back to the original listing. This I think I can because they are up. So on his site, which still has her available. All right. So let's do it. Let's see. Rachel Summers. Scabs. Looks like 3 there in the package. Did we digitally alter one of those? I mean, I'm seeing 3. That'd be some real foolishness if they actually took it out. But I mean, I see the 3 there. King Elector, Jeff, have you seen the life-size R2D2 at Home Depot for $2.99? Now that's a good deal. Probably the best deal of the month. I have not. And you probably shouldn't mention that to me right now because I might just roll through and get it. What I think of Heavy Duty's value. I guess it depends on what he's going for. Because these figures are like the prices are kind of goofy. And I hate the fact that they're changing prices. I feel like if something came out a year ago, you don't need to make it the 2025 price point. That's stupid. Keep it the way it was. And that way it's like, okay, you can see the difference. So let me look back here. Heavy Duty's 34. And let me just pull them up, picture so everybody can see. I thought his value was pretty solid. I mean, he's got a full-on accessory rig and you can configure it different ways. So it's got the rocket launchers to the side. You can shift those. You can take them and switch them with the Gatling guns around the shoulders and neck pieces. You can use at least the rocket launchers in separate pieces. He's got all the little missiles. He's got all the effect fumes from those missiles. He's got a headset. He's got an alternate head. He's got fists. He's got knives. For 34, I'm okay with this. I mean, I actually feel like it's a good value. I mean, we know these figures aren't getting cheaper. And for the most part with the classified series, this is not the line where I'm going, I don't see where this money went towards. I feel like this guy, most of him was an original sculpt, right? So he's solid like all the way around. I think they used the same mold for Sergeant Slaughter, the one in the 2-pack with Mercer, but I think Heavy Duty came out first. But yeah, they did original sculpting, good job with it. And I liked Heavy Duty. I thought they did a good job making sense of his rig. So I wasn't upset with that one. What do you think? Curious. Blake, classified is so worth it, so worth 30 in my opinion. It's because they have the license. So many guns, knives, everything associated with that figure comes with it. Yeah. And like a character like Wetsuit has a removable helmet where is it a deal breaker? Maybe not, but it's nice that they include that option. The Desert Scorpion having the army builder capability, $46 is not the best. You can still get it cheaper right now, Retro Robo. But it's a nice deal on that end. G Bruce says, I don't feel ripped off when I buy a NECA figure. I don't either. Right, Lawson also on Bert's second head, his unibrow pops off. It can be turned upside down for a different expression. That is a good call. Russia Robo, I don't like how Hasbro handles their figure budgets. I don't believe in having a budget for a wave and then to make a better version of 2 characters. 2 others have to be mid and 2 others have to suck. Well, let's look at this last one. To be fair, let's go back over to your site. That's pretty cool to say, right? All right, so let's look at this. Let's look at the last few Marvel Legends waves. So we've got Iron Man in his latest modern armor. And some people wanted that, so whatever. Warbow, I mean, they used parts of Chris Star, designed the new parts that they needed for him. I think he's solid. Got Wolverine, World War II version. A lot of new stuff for him. Phantom Rider, he's simple and plain, but I feel like that's a great example of, all right, this figure didn't have to cost us a lot. What's a cheap and easy way to do it? Why don't we use the Hatsa Zeraze body? We'll add in some new parts, but we've got most of it done. Enchantress, she has improvements. And, that figures a lot of reuse, but it's fine. Werewolf by Night, not the best example. I mean, he's using the old Jackal body. He needed to come with a different head sculpt. But overall, I don't feel like figures in this way sucked. We got the Dark Avengers Spider-Man. He's got 6 arms. Let's look at the retro Spider-Man set. The Owl, I feel like we can all see another Mastermind figure coming. Classic version with this one. Cardiac, classic, new sculpt. Hypno Hustler, new sculpt. Love that afro. Spider-Man 2099. I know people wanted on that new body. Uncanny, Spider-Man. Okay. I think the lamest one here is Spider Venom, but people care about those figures. So I don't feel like, oh man, what a bad wave of figures. I just think that as long as they balance it out well, where the figures that we want look good, I don't care about the ones that require the less amount of work, so long as those figures aren't terrible. Retro Robo, give me $30 worth of budget for every figure in that wave. I mean, that makes sense. It's not like, okay, this cheap and easy repaint that we did, this one's 20. I mean, would we want to pay tiered prices for figures? I know we're seeing that with some retailers, but we want to pay like $45 for one if we could get another one in that way for $10. I wonder. Brian P. Jibber, yeah. When I got the part for Jason Voorhees, I was wondering why it came with a corkscrew and hacksaw. Went back and watched the movie again and was like, oh, that's why. Oh yeah, that's very true. Jalen, one of the things we were paying for these days are licenses. I love my nostalgia as much as the next guy, but if more companies came up with original IPs, they could charge less. Yes. Those tiny comics are an absolute abomination. They're certainly not the price of a Build-A-Figure piece. Siren, I feel like we know why Siren didn't come with her alternate head, but she needed one. DJ Jedi, another one. Masterverse is a phenomenal value for their standard price figures and make me optimistic for the DC Multiverse line. I agree with that. So the two big Mattel lines for figure collectors, WW and Masters of the Universe, some of the best values out there for sure. For me, I mostly collect video game figures, but the figures have to be really good for that price. Snake Eyes, what are some that have been really good for you? Lawson, I'm good with extra face plates if two heads is too much to ask for. I do need that to line up smoothly, though. Retro Robo, I don't know what it would cost, but I want wired soft good capes, sculpted details, painted details, accurate costumes, multiple heads, hands, and effect pieces. Did I just describe an import? I think you might have. Henry G, I've always been someone that paid full retail price for figures, mostly because I'm impatient and don't want to miss out on a figure. But I'm not paying these high prices, especially if they will most likely end up at Ross and Ollie's later. Yeah. Kind of collecting. What's going on? Happy Thursday to you as well. G-Brew, 2 head sculpts, 2 faceplate minimum, more character specific effects like Cyclops' optic blast. Yeah. Like there should be no more Cyclops figures that don't come with that 2-piece optic blast effect. Method of Madness. I feel like so many collectors sleep on how well Masterverse figures are at the price, but all of Mattel's female figures have that one arm with extra jank that's hard to pose. David Thanos. Mattel does it all the time. It's the reason why they throw in Cody's, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. Easy to do, and they get a good turnaround, so they can put money into the rest. Lost it. Honestly, if multiverse scaling was not an issue, I might put them over Legends. Man, could you imagine if they had the scaling right? Because I feel like that's their biggest problem. I mean, I can go along with some of these costume inaccuracies, but the scaling, they just had that down. That'd be perfect. Felix, pretty much every Superman with the cuffs or the no S on the back. I mean, he is making some that don't have it now. Todd, scaling drives me nuts when I stop displaying mine and picking them up in general. I understand that big time, Method of Madness. Anthony, I gotta say the later Marvel Select figures were worth 30 for me. The sculpts, paint apps, they were pretty solid. AJ, I like to talk big. If I like a character, I'll fork over the cash. The way I justify it, I spent a lot more money on Mayfair figures or Mezco. So while 30 hurts, I'll grab it if I like it enough. And I feel like a lot of us are like that too. But and this is where Vintage Bob was talking about. I don't want the Build-A-Figures. I feel like that format helped clear the pegs a lot faster. Like, I mean, you didn't see a lot of Build-A-Figure waves like that Captain America and the Iron Spider-Man that we constantly see, or the X-Men retro figures that are just sitting around until clearance price hits. I think they just help move because it's like, well, I want this build a figure. I need to buy all these figures. Yeah, okay. You don't want one figure in a wave, but it's like, all right, whatever. But yeah, and I definitely feel like when they do a good job on the figures, like, all right, whatever. I think that's all we want. I mean, we understand everything has gone up in price. And if I'm going to McDonald's and that burger and meal that used to be $3.14 and I'm now paying $10 for is not as good as it was when it was $3.14, I'm probably not going to get it as often. And the figure it doesn't come with all the stuff that it used to when it was $20 or $25. That's when the problem hits. I mean, we're getting a $30 premium figure for $30. We're not going to complain. Anthony, articulation was pretty decent. That's why I thought McFarlane's DC Multiverse was good for the price. Yeah, it was very good. What up, Julian? How are you? I feel like I'm learning a lot here. As a mostly figure arts collector, the Hasbro stuff feels like a deal at 30. Most figures I buy are over $50. Yeah, man. They're not really a bad deal. It's just one of those situations where they used to be a much better deal back in the day. All right. He's here. Let's see here. All right. While he's here. Oops. Let's see here. Anyway, I will check out my guy Julian on Instagram. He does amazing stuff. He's got a comic strip, Ants. Definitely check it out. Just trying to pull it up real fast so you can see. But glad to see you here, my man. Vintage Bob, for some badly wanted characters, I pay 30, even if lacking accessories. Nebuline, Carnilla, Graviton, Gabriel the Airwalker, classic Adam Warlock, etc. I hate building figures with a passion. It's extortion. DJ Jedi. I felt from jump the Maximum series would be a Trojan horse to justify higher prices on standard figures and artificially place the premium on things we once took for granted, like new molds. Yeah. I mean, it's bad because, I think about the Thing figure from, back when they were getting us the Fantastic Four again. It was like, oh man, he's the same price as Johnny Storm. And that was like cool. But now it's like, oh, this figure, this is a little bit taller, a little bit bigger. He's going to cost more. And then we get a Howard the Duck figure. This is the same price as a regular figure, and he's clearly shorter. So it doesn't work in reverse. But yeah. But I think they're really close if they keep the formula that they've been using with, hey, here's a set of fists for the accessories. Here's a mini comic book. I think they're going to run into a problem because they're not going to be that many essential characters. So like for Vintage Bob going, I want Nebuline, Carnilla, Graviton, Gabriel the Airwalker, classic Adam Warlock. If those figures come with absolutely nothing, they're going to sit and people are going to go, nope, I'm going to wait till they show up at Ross. I'm going to wait till they show up at Ollie's. We saw that with the classic comic book wave, including my guy Banshee. All those figures are like $18. And that was not that long ago when those figures came out. And if everybody just decides to go, I'm going to wait, you guys are going to blink before I pay $30 for a figure that's only worth 25. I'm not doing it. And then let's go on to Hasbro Pulse because they've got a sale of their own going on right now. And this goes on through till tomorrow. And my Hasbro Pulse membership lapsed. It was done and expired October 26th. And I have not renewed it. And so you can see here. Now, I wish I had it just for the sake of this. So y'all can actually see. Actually, it's going through November 3rd. So 15% off of $50. So they're showing you what that is. $50.99. But if you were a Pulse Premium member, you get an additional 10% more off. So, but then the Secret Wars figures. Oh, look, 15%. It's not a whole lot, but you can see some discounts there. And Crystal on sale. Now, if you happen to not find the Outriders at your local Ross, you can get them for $50.99. So, I mean, it's one of these deals where it's like, great. I just got Deidre Merrill and she's on sale, 15% off, and another 10% off if I have my Pulse membership. But I paid $7.99 for it, not $21.24. So even when they're offering sales, it's like, yeah, thanks, guys. That's still not getting the job done. And I don't think page 2, which is kind of goofy. Oh, looks like fix it. Because when I looked earlier, they didn't have the second page of discounts applied. As you can see, they're putting their own discounts for things. And right now today, Big Bad Toy Store has Raptor for $20 or $21. It's really hard to go, yeah, your higher price figures are worth it when even a figure like Jean Grey and Bloodstorm, if you can't find her Ross, you can still find her cheaper elsewhere. So it's, I don't know. I feel like they're running into a bad position because their figures are not really worth it because they're not doing enough to justify the price point. Jalen, I don't love the figure and pets going up to $60. Jeff, but with that said, I'm never really disappointed with classified figures. Falcon who? Falcon what? Yeah. I mean, what's Falcon? He was what? 64 in the line? Yeah. 64 in the line. And I feel like outside of mine, Zorana's arm, which doesn't stay on all the time. And CoverGirls, I've done too much Botox. I cannot feel in my face. I don't have a lot of problems with my classified series figures. So paying a little bit more for them, where it's like, yeah, y'all did put some really cool. I mean, like the iguana that comes with the battle armor Cobra Commander, he's got all kinds of paint applications. Like y'all put work into the iguana that wasn't necessary, but y'all just threw him in just because. Why not? And he gave us an alternate head sculpt with the Operation Dragonfire snake face and then the regular human head. Like that's the kind of stuff where it's like, yeah, the figure's worth that price point you want to charge. So yeah, I mean, I selfishly want these figures and pets to not be $60. So in cases like Crocmaster, I can army build and get a bunch of crocodiles. Of course, if you didn't see him at Ross, you missed out. But right now, Law and Order is showing up at Target for $30. So again, Target's not helping with this pay full price for him. King Collector. Heavy Duty is a good looking figure. I just don't feel nothing for him. G.I. Joe is one of those lines where sometimes you got to bite the bullet on the prices. And I feel like for Heavy Duty, for Repeater, really good characters, Hardball, Scoop, if they were part of the Sunbow cartoon series, people would love those characters way more simply because they were associated with a cool comic, with a cool cartoon. Snake Eyes, being honest, I appreciate it. Mostly by Figuarts and Figure Storm Arena and Jada Toys, Amazing Yamaguchi, because they did make really good video game figures. Doc Avenger. Builder figures weren't so bad in the beginning, but now tying redundant figures to it is greedy and unwarranted. Yeah. I mean, because when they were starting Marvel Legends, it was like, oh, we need all these figures. So yes, please. I feel like the Executioner wave, solid. I mean, Iron Man is the only, you got to buy this figure to get the build a figure. Everybody else is a new figure. I mean, Enchantress, but she's really upgraded. So I don't know. I mean, if you want an Enchantress, gets all the benefits of being on an updated new articulation mold, and she gets paired up with Executioner. So for people who missed out, you got a much better shot at her now. G Brew, we may have to do a build a figure part swap because I'm sure you could help out a lot of people like AJ who was searching high and low to complete his build a figure. So there's an option for you. Retro Robo, tiers is exactly what they admitted to doing. The budget they use is tiered. It's true. They don't always suck, but there will definitely be some figs that will suffer for the sake of others. I want the same love for every character. That's fair, Retro Robo. Michael Solis. I'm a Ross collector now after the Blackheart wave, and I've only found Brother Voodoo at Ross. Henry G, my gripes with McFarlane aside, multiverse figures look so good together on the shelf. They do. They look so cool. Retro Robo, Dwight even said on an interview that we'd have to get far less figures per year if they had to make all of them of the same quality. It really, really. I would deal with a insert character A at a 7 instead of a 10 if I got that character. Because I mean, we never know when these licenses are changing. We don't have the paperwork in front of us. We just don't know. I've got to sneeze. Will it come out before I hit mute? I guess it's gonna wait. Okay. I might be good with that though. Michael Solis. The only multiverse figures I get are the ones that can scale Marvel Legends. Then Doom. For me being a Batman mark, I'll pay extra for a Batman figure I like. Brian P. I know a lot of people try to gamble and wait for the figure to go to Ollie's or Ross, but the problem is FOMO kicks in and you end up paying the stupidly raised price. Yeah, the Cabal one definitely got me, but yeah, I try to get them on sale, but that one was the one. I was like, oh no, I have miscalculated badly. I feel like for when they were, I mean, like this Executioner wave, where are you with that? Were there most of the figures you don't want? Because I know you always want new characters. You don't want to see Marvel remakes, and they remade Iron Man, and you don't have to buy the Wolverine in that set. All those other characters, side Enchantress, and again, you got a new Executioner figure. You want the best version of Enchantress you could get. How many of those did you not want? Maurice, that Howard was disappointing. I got it because I like the character, but my sense of disappointment was high. Yeah, I didn't buy it, and I kept my old Toy Biz one because I hated how that version turned out. Dog Avenger, you can see if Max Factory Figment still has horses. I got one for Valkyrie and Black Knight, and two for Evil Black Knight and Dread Knight. How much were those horses? Yeah, that is definitely the problem for everybody who's not over there. I guess with the Big Bad Toy Store discounts, sometimes they're about the prices what you'd see at Ollie's and Ross for some of this stuff. And see, that is the one that I'm amazed you like that figure because it's like they didn't even incorporate Invisible Woman's parts. He was a building figure, and the building figure is way better. Teenage Jedi, old enough to recall the ancient year of our Lord 2021, when $31 got you two Shield Army builders with a boatload of accessories. What a difference 4 years makes. Yeah, I mean, they had different helmets too. I mean, $50 for an army builder? Oh, Lawson, Legends need to stay more competitive. Everybody else, and I mean everybody else, is eating their lunch. I mean, if you want to look at it, limited accessories, Star Wars Black Series figures like a Jedi comes with a lightsaber, the removable blade, maybe another hand, and that's about it. Their accessories are not great. Yeah, Enchantress has a way better head sculpt. Well, listen, I'd prefer less in quality if I get more in prefer less in quality if I get more in quantity. Wait, I prefer less in quantity if I get more in quality. I've always been like that about everything. Anthony, I normally will pay regular price for my favorite character or what I need to finish. That's the good thing about like a Target where they actually have sales and deals where you don't have to worry about it. Oh man, it's sold out. I can't find it anywhere. Walmart is not great because they never have coupons. I'm more like you. I will pay the price for a figure. I mean, it's rare when I find something like, yes, I got the deal at Ollie's and Ross because I've already bought the figure. But for me, if I can knock off $5, I'm sold. I got that scrapper. He's $34.99 and got this Frag Viper. Took off $10 for both of them. So it was like, great. I paid 25 for both of them. And that was solid because scrapper is $10, maybe a little bit more than I would have wanted to pay. So that's where I'm looking for with these figures. And yeah, I don't want to wait and hope to find them. Like Brian P said, oh no, they're not here at Ross and Ollie's. But you know, if they do, more power to them. But I just want to be able to get the figures I want without having to pay. Wow, it is 10:20. I've been talking way too long about this stuff. Jamelin, I want 2, maybe 3 figures in the Executioner wave. Oh, okay. Sometimes it works out better to just get the Build-A-Figure on the secondary market. Was it Dorkside Toys that used to have Build-A-Figures where you could just buy them? That was cool. Good option for everybody. Russia Robo. Here's the irony. I absolutely love my Marvel Legends. I think Hasbro suffers from having one leg in the toy world and one in the collector world. And paying for Chris Cox's new yacht. Brian P. I'm pretty much all in for the Executioner wave except for World War II Wolverine. Glad he doesn't come with a Build-A-Figure part. Exactly. You thought the old Super Scroll looked ugly. Interesting. And the last one had 2 little torch effects. When I was using Invisible Girl on the new one, it looks better half flame knowing. It'll be November in 2 days. Still haven't even seen that Class and Falcon figure. They literally waited for Christmas to reveal them. I mean, they'd have one more set of figures that they're gonna show off. I think I still have Dan up here. Let me see here. Of course not. Well, I still have it, but let me see. Because Dan did mention this. And we can go through Dan's because he is. I know he gets grief that he does not deserve, but Dan is pretty solid in terms of communicating with us. Oh, wait, here we go. So he also said, now based on Luca, I may not be as excited as I was before. Wish I was there in London, but thank you to the fans that were there at the panel to support. Luca will have fewer reveals. Okay, so we saw 2 from Marvel Legends, definitely fewer than London. Brazil will have a few reveals this year too. Okay. All right, so we're going to see Brazil. This is Brazil. We'll see some figures there, but probably not a ton there. Maybe 1, maybe 2. Let me, because I know he said we've got a whole other. There we go. And here is that one I was looking for earlier. Setting of expectations. Dwight will be repping Marvel Legends at London MCM and Luca. Typically, we keep these more light on reveals. London had a bunch. There will be a comic reveal, maybe a Gamerverse. Reminder, we still have one more fan stream to end the year. Now, I need to go do a video looking back on what they showed in December, but I feel like it was a pretty solid waiver reveal, so we'll stay tuned on that. And maybe we'll see that Secret Wars wave too. Just saw Target is going to start Black Friday next week. Egads, man. Well, maybe they'll have some more stuff that I want then. The Hulk line, just rumor mill. Lost and everything else that rumor mill stated it was true. So no reason to think those were lies. And as we've heard from our inside source, sometimes these waves are planned out and the figure gets moved and swapped. So, I mean, it's just part of how it goes. We would have had one of my original 13 by now. I never hear about Transformers showing up at Ross and Ollie's. So I did see a Transformer at Ross. Let me see if I have a picture of that figure from my last Ross trip. I did see one, not one that I needed. And of course, because I'm trying to find it, it's gonna get buried, and I'm gonna go, oh, there it was. Let's see. Darn it. I did have a Ross picture, but that did not show what I was hoping to show you. No luck there. Anyway, I haven't seen them, just not like every other line. They showed off Rom late last year, so maybe Falcon will be like that. Yeah. Well, no, they showed Rom at Comic-Con. I think they have a whole other wave to show us though. Rick Cage. Every bag I noticed by Hasbro, etc., is usually an original, never been done character. Hit Monkey, Build-A-Figure, Giganta, Nemesis, Brimstone Pit. I love that. Extra figs I can sell, trade, or donate. Yes. Maurice, there's also supposed to be a bunch of re-releases throughout November. Cable, the Gamerverse one, Princess Power, so you can complete your crime. What are they? Anyway, their evil version of the Justice League. And there's one more. Let's go to Preeternia. He's got these figures lined up. He's helping out with the marketing. Let me see here. And he said, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, okay, here you go. So here are those figures, those other ones. So Wolverine, the astonishing one, that really great figure. Cable, another really great figure, and Princess Power, who I don't have. So there you go. And also you can see Cyborg Spider-Man above. I can't make out the rest of them. Rhino we do have already. So yeah, there you go. Let's see. John Morrissey, rocking a hard place. I don't want to pay $30 for Legends, but every time I gamble and wait for a discount, I lose. The Cabal 3-pack, anyone? Me, and me. Thank you. Because I feel like they've changed their name a few times. It's driving me nuts. All right. Well, it is super late. I don't know how we got an extra long episode here. I think ROM must have been a late pre-order last year. Yes. Let me see here. Let's do one giveaway for those of y'all that stuck with me all this time. So let's do this one figure. Let's see. Great, perfect. So you can see what's up for pre-order. Like the instant giveaway here on Lyles Figure Files. We're gonna do this. Lawson has contributed this figure to us. So Crisis Joker, let's do it, and let's do this one super fast because it is super late. So all you need to do is put in the hashtag joke. And oh, I'm sorry, hashtag Joker. Love that. So put that hashtag in. You are in the running to get this Joker figure. Crowbar. Yeah, okay. So I wasn't the only one that saw stuff. Clock, man, I'm gonna be done long before then. David Thanos Joker. I misspoke. Joker. Thank you, as always, Lawson, for this giveaway. Lar A, I seen movie Primal, Tarn. That was the one I just saw. Gears and some Legend Scale Transformers. You saw Gears there? It's crazy. How much was Gears? Man, that is nuts. All right, let's see. Where are we with our numbers? Oops. Not gonna stop. Okay. There it goes. All right. 11 entries. I will give you exactly 30 more seconds if you want in. Oh, yeah. I did see a bunch of Beast Wars at Ollie's. Good stuff, cheap. All right, let's do it. Let's see who is going to win this Joker figure. Anthony Rogers, congratulations. You have won the Joker Crisis on Infinite Earths McFarlane Toys figure. As always, all I need you to do right at this moment is to hit me up, allowsmoviefiles@gmail.com, and I will send your address to Lawson, who will send the figure out to you. You get it to me tonight. Lawson will probably get it out to you tomorrow. So do that, and congratulations on your win. Hopefully you got my email address. There we go. And don't forget, everybody, next week there'll be a massive giveaway episode. So you just have to tune in Wednesday to figure out when we're going to do that one. So stay tuned, all that good stuff. And do not forget, I'll be back on Wednesday at 8:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Lyles Movie Files. If anything breaks on the fear front, I will be doing a special video. But until then, thank you all so much. I appreciate you. This episode of Lyles Figure Files has been filed.